Hello, everyone. Certified human being here. So, these are just my thoughts before you pull. But, okay, before that, I found a Russian proverb which says, if you chase two rabbits, you will not catch either one. So, basically, here, the rabbits are our teams, and each team fulfills a specific role. For example, Frolova, very good for Wiwa. Cartethia, good for TOA. And the best one, free to play, which is Augusta. So yes, each team has a specific role to fulfill, and after watching countless videos of content creators on the Boba side of things, you know, this is like the summary of it. Wiwa, TOA, and free to play. And then this got me conflicted as a 1.0 player, but quite stopped and came back at 2.4. So let's first address this one, the current banner. Here. Now, I've heard a lot of pros here that, oh, the Frolova team is very flexible. Frolova can be slotted with just bullying, bullying and just Kuyan. Cantarella can be for Jinshi. Kuyan can be for Galbrena. But then again, I found that it's not ideal to mix if you are essentially pulling them for the maximum value, for like you want their best team ever. So if you're looking for that, flexibility is, kind of out of the window. Yeah. But if you have other units, like you want to shine, then feel free to mix them. But yes, if I had this team, I am not going to mix them up. Like if this is the best team for Fulova already, so I don't think it's I don't know if it's a good good idea to mix. But anyways, we go back to its pure pros then. Wiwa. So that is very common knowledge already. But then here, from what I've heard and from logic, in my perspective as well, yes, it is very expensive because you're essentially going to pull for three characters just to, get that maximum value. So, and not just three, at least you have five goals in this one because Frolova any actually DPS units is generally recommended to have their signature weapon. Yes. And then that's the same for Frolova. Frolova needs her signature weapon because he has a big boy damage for echo stuff, which is her main gimmick. And then Cantarella, the reason why I just said five and not six because Cantarella can just use Yinlin's weapon. She's mainly there just to activate Hecate damage. Okay. And then for Kyoyan, um, I forgot what his weapon really does, but I've heard that it might be a good choice to pick up his weapon for him to at least give more damage or give more contribution to the team. So that's it. So yeah, because this is centered around the echo stuff. And then of course, the since it's good with the splash damage, it's not good with single boss. Of course, there's going to be some you won't have everything, like yeah, you can't have everything. Very sad. So yes, next. Now, for the most balanced team ever. Because they can actually clear Wiwa and TOA, although maybe it's a sweaty gameplay, but they do the job, you know. And here, I'm assuming hopefully you already have Shorekeeper, so not really much of a expense there. Hopefully, and then you don't need her signature weapon. You can just use variation, but you already know this hopefully. And now, I think here, I'm still thinking about Yuno's weapon, but essentially this is still like a four what do you call this, four goal theme, four goal team, because Augusta will need her signature weapon, and then it is still recommended to get her weapon. Yeah, so that's basically it. Like I want, like, if I were you, I don't want to bench my characters. Like, I want their full potential. Like, I want their potential to shine. So at least it is generally recommended to pull for signature weapons. So okay, and then but that's basically it. She's Augusta can be paired with Mortefi, so that's pretty good. And then it is a balanced team for Wiwa and TOA. It is the second strongest team, and then it is very friendly for the beginners. For the new players, because I'm pretty sure 3.0 just came back. Just are it's almost here, or by the time you've watched this video, it's already here. But anyways, yes, good for starting. And tissue paper, which is a reference to her shield. So yes, not you are not immortal when you are using Augusta. If you're any team can be interrupted. Actually, Frolova, well, she's already at the top, so at least there she's a off off damage dealer, something like that, off field damage dealer. So yes, and you're essentially just using Cantarella most of the time. Yeah, but do be careful still, because yeah, the boss can pretty much kill Cantarella, especially in single bosses. Like, she's so vulnerable, even though she heals. That's what I saw in TikTok and in YouTube. Okay, going back. Yes, no swap. No swapping much here, because Augusta runs on a mechanic of stacking. Basically, the more stacks you get in her character, I forgot what it's called, but basically, the more stacks, the more damage she deals. And if you if you swap, and then if you don't use the liberation, it's gone. Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's what I understood from the videos from Saint Tondas, from Aventulus Gaming and stuff, you know. But okay, that's it. It is pros, free to play. Cons, you're not immortal, and still could be a four goal thing. Still four goals. This one having five, and then this four. Yeah. And then here, finally, the the highest damage team. Okay. Oh yeah, credits for Aventulus Gaming. Yeah, that's one of my sources, at least from what I've got. It's good to mention. Okay, here, I still labeled it as a mid expense because of what I'm about to say later. So that's like a foreshadowing. But here, it's not really expensive because Arrow Rover is free, and you can just use Verina's rejuvenating glow. Uh, you're pretty much you're pretty much good. And then Shakona, you do not need her weapon because there is static mist, the goat static mist, the goat standard weapon. And then Kurtithia, of course, well, you will her weapon is really recommended, and that is also a con because there are no other weapons that can that is free to play for her. If you pull Kartathea, you pull for the weapon. Yes. And yeah, so basically here, you can just this is like a three goal team. Three things you need to pull only. Shakona and then Kartathea and her weapon. So that is actually pretty good. And then here, the cons is also if there's no arrow erosion, like if there's no stacks of at least six stacks, when you do some liberation, she won't she won't clear. I like she won't really hit. It's gonna be like a scratch or something, I guess. But not that not that weak, but you can see the difference of the damage if there's no stacks. And then yes, Arrow Rover. From what I've heard, yeah, they most of us here do not like to play Arrow Rover. Like he's like at first, yes, I was like, huh, I don't like the swinging and stuff. The flying and flying, but sometimes, okay, airplane. But sometimes he's really good at chasing. Like he can. And now for Arrow Rover. Yes, he is somewhat of a con, but it's like a preference thing, I guess. I don't know. Wait, no, not a preference thing because he can be clunky a bit, or like he's so slow. Like it's so slow to quick swap him. It's so slow to build his forte. Okay, but then again, he is good at chasing enemies. Like for example, if the boss Hecate will, you know, run towards across the stage or something, he can just press his liberation and he's right there with the boss. So that's pretty good, you know. And then it's the same thing with the team of Frolova. So I've heard that, you know, although Saint Onas did say that it's like playing underwater, but that's like the point. That's like the point of Cantarella. But you know, I've heard that some players still don't do not like to play Cantarella. So, but I guess that's somewhat of a preference now. Unlike with a rover, that it's really like for me, I have this team. I have the premium team, but I can still say that okay, yeah, a rover is very hard to build his forte. Like is sometimes struggle. It's like a sweaty gameplay. Yeah, but sometimes in some bosses you can dodge. But and he heals every swing, so that's pretty good. Okay, but the thing here is what really is like the deal breaker for me is that this team is the highest damage dealing team, and you're essentially just going to pull for for 3 units, three stuff. Just just that, three and then four and then five. Huh? That's I don't know. I think I might be wrong with the mid expense, but um I still want to consider as a some just a mid expense because of what is about to come next in the sequences. So here, credits to Helium He. He is like He is like the in the periodic table is it's helium, right? So helium. Okay, I don't know. Sorry about that. Yes. So thank you for this. Basically, we're just going to look for the red one because it's very significant. It's like the top tier thing, and I was torn between Frolova and Carthea. But here, pretty much, I'll just I think I'll just leave the PDF down below for you to access. It's pretty good. Credits to Helium. He. Okay. Helium. Okay, now uh to sum it up. I'll just sum it up because it's going to be a very long video if we're gonna compare even more. But basically, this unit is for the team, and this unit is best for solo. Although you can still use Shakona. And here, Frolova is basically the Sukuna of WoA. Like continuous damage here. That's it. Good for Wiwa. And then Carithia at S3 is basically Gojo awakened. The awakened Gojo or something. And although uh I would deem Frolova as actually one of the best DPS and good value in her sequences. Like whoa, the ramp is pretty good. But then the deal breaker really is just that her team. It takes that means if if you really want to go full on investment, you will have to, since that's 5 and then plus 3, that's gonna be like a 8 goal, which is very sad, I guess. And then here for Carthia, if you have Shakona now, it's it's not a bad idea to go for the sequences. It's pretty good. And even if you have the S3, it's actually, you can settle now, but for me, I'm willing to go above and beyond for this unit. It's like once you unlock S3, you basically um you're basically free from her restraints and stuff. She can apply her own arrow erosion and she deals massive damage. She doesn't need arrow rover as well. So that's like a plus point. So yes, that's pretty much it. So basically 3, and then that's only 6. And then Frolova is like 8. 8 goals and 6 goals in the long run. But I guess both of them has had the potential to solo at S3. That's still okay. But her damage is locked in the Hecate. But yes, her damage is her damage is locked behind Hecate, the Hecate. But Kerthia, someone who is reliant on the arrow erosion, but Kerthia, who can apply arrow erosion already, and pretty much, she becomes really stable. She really is like the Lamborghini of Wua at S3. So that let's set the breaking point for me. I think she is actually a very secret must pull. If you want something just obliterates everything. Okay. And now, for just some thoughts here. If you pull for Carthia, you're done with one team. Okay. So if you pull for Carthia, you're essentially done with this element, arrow. I don't know if Goro is still going to release some arrow units. Maybe one day with a new mechanic that is not debuff, because because Carthia is at the top. But then if you were lucky enough to pull for Fulova before or now, and you have Cantarella and you have Kyuyan, then you're covered in the echo mechanic stuff, in the echo damage area. That's pretty good. And then you're done with one team at least. And then on to the next one, which is the Tune Break, in which I'll talk in some later videos, I guess. So yes, peak. This is peak. And then going back here, man, I really wanted Fulova just to clear Wiwa. That's it. Just to get that extra asteroids. But then again, I want you to just take a breath. End game content of gachas. Well, you should not really be in a rush in clearing them. Like, it's okay if you can't complete the whole Tower of Adversity. It's alright. Or the Whimpering Waste, because you lack characters or you lack teams, or But at least in this one, if you're able to get at least this team or the Cartesio team, then you are basically done with one team. That's one, and then 2 more to go at least for Tower of Adversity. In Wiwa, you only need at least 2 teams. I'm not sure with the new upcoming endgame content in 3.0. But yeah. Actually, in TOA, yeah, for me, I think you need some. Actually, you need four teams, but then I think it can be done with three. It's something like that. But at least my point is focus on one team first, and if you're done, then good job. If you're satisfied with the damage, good job. But for me, she is actually a must pull. Like as a casual, if I explore in the overworld or stuff, if I want something gone, I'll just pull her. I'll just pull up this unit and bam. And basically, I want something that guarantees me a clear. That no little to no sweat gameplay. Like once I play her, it is very easy to clear. That's it. It's like I so to summarize it up, a secret must pull just for the quality of life and for for safety and for safety in there might be actually a boss that is super HP inflated, but Cardathea can clear it, no sweat. So that's it. I'm pulling for her S3, going plus ultra and beyond. So yep, that's pretty much it. Your certified human being is done ranting and stuff and sharing. I hope you get what you want. Okay. But pull for this. Pull. Pull, 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 pull.